Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of MogPod Gaming's Showdown. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kevin on the left.
And we're going to be playing I'm playing Ice Lightning and you're playing...
Fire Water.
Fire Water. So we're going to be going through our commentary, our thought processes as we do this. But first, let's just go through the decks that we've got going. So you started off, Kevin.
Okay, so I have a Fire Water deck. It kind of focuses on getting Category 9 backups and getting a bunch of resources by activating them with Zidane. And that's the main game plan.
Yeah, and I'm Ice Lightning deck. It's not as fast as some of the more meta Ice Lightning decks you might have seen. I've got a bit more slower control on the emphasis. Slower emphasis on the control side of things. But yeah, so who won the die roll on this one? I can't remember.
I think I did. I'm drawing here. So.
Oh yeah. So you're going first. So what have you got in your hand? What
just Artemission, putting my summons back to the deck for later.
So you kept Steiner there.
Yep. That Steiner can search almost any card in my deck. So
like these cards.
Like all the little cards I just drew.
Yeah. Okay. So what's in mine? I've got drew Odin and Zalora, which aren't very useful right now. Got Rydia, Vayne, Jill Nabat. I'm playing Jill Nabat by the looks of things.
This is your classic Zemus.
Oh yeah, Zemus. I only kept Zemus because this is the deck I took to Nationals. And I was specifically trying to play around the row members in Earth.
Yeah.
It's not a card I particularly like that much. But I wanted to keep the deck list the same. So I've kept it in here for that purpose. And I mean, it's best to play it, get it out of my hand as soon as I can.
It's a dark card. You don't want it clogging up your hand.
And summons aren't very relevant at the start of the game, so those go. And I'm keeping Rydia for Alcid, of course.
Yep.
And what's that other card? Is that Zalora as well in my hand?
Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just playing a Steiner here, of course.
So you could play Garnet, so why do you play Steiner?
I wanted to build my backups, because I don't have backups in hand right now.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's why I'm getting Ico, so I can play something else next turn.
Yep, and I'm not afraid to play Jill for no freeze value, because I have nothing in my hand that goes from one backup into a play next turn. So for that reason, I want to have two. See, now I could Alcid, for example, because I have two backups, and it looks like that's what I'm going to do.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, because I drew the Onion Knight, which was really fortunate for me. But if that was any other lightning card, I could have played the Rydia with the Alcid instead.
Yeah, and still killed Steiner.
Yeah. So that's why I like to play two backups unless I have a very clear next turn play with just one backup.
Lots of odd cost plays.
Yeah, it makes my draws a lot more live after that. So you found Ico. What have you got now?
Looks like I don't have too much. I do have a Black Horse there, but you don't have enough cards in hand for me to get that much value out of it.
Yeah. Black Horse 2. So what are you considering at the moment?
I'm probably considering what to search for with Ico.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's what I do. I think... Actually, I don't remember what I get here. I might get just more burn. Oh, no. I get another Slider, so I can search another backup.
Yeah, just for reference, this game was played a little while ago now.
Yeah, quite a while ago.
But we'll do our best to remember exactly what our thought processes were. It's good for us too, because we can maybe realize things we might have done differently.
Yeah.
So you found a Steiner, right?
Yep. I decided to just accept the 2 damage.
Yeah. And I drew... What did I draw there?
Gramis, I think.
Gramis and...
Black Waltz, EX.
Oh, Cyclops?
Cyclops? Yeah, Cyclops.
Yeah.
And that was a very fortunate
That
EX,
is a fortunate EX, yeah. So it saved you damage and killed one of my things.
That's a very good EX, because generally you attack before you play anything. And that means you have lots of cards in hand.
So I want to do something this turn and develop a backup especially is nice. So, and especially a lightning backup.
Yeah.
One of the downsides of Zemus. I go for Vayne because Alcid's already in play and I don't have an Alcid target in my hand. And also... Yeah, that's probably, I think it makes sense to get Vayne. Like something else I can proactively do next turn.
Also, if you get the Alcid, I'll probably make sure your one on board never dies.
Yeah.
And I believe I finally draw cards that I can play.
Yep.
Including another Ico, which I can discard, which is convenient.
So your possible plays, like, is that a Lena?
Yes, I have a lot of plays here.
Okay. So walk us through them.
So I could I ideally want to play 2 odd cost cards here, because I have 2 backups and my entire hand is odd. So I play Garnet here, and I can easily follow that up with a Zidane, or maybe even a Lena. I have a knight in the break zone, I believe. Yes, I have 2 knights in the break zone, actually. But I just decide to pass.
I'd like to make a note about my Alcid play with Steiner on my first proactive play. Is Alcid's really good against Garnet, because it can actually kill her.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything else to do on that turn, other than just like play a Raigdir, for example, on its own. I couldn't even, because I didn't have a lightning backup, so it still cost me. So on that axis I was forced into it, and also against water, if they're running Min Wu, I don't think you do you?
Not in this deck.
No, but yeah, if they're running Min Wu, your Alcids just turn off, and so you need to get them out of your hand as soon as you can.
Yeah, I think playing Alcid was definitely better than doing nothing.
Yeah, it also killed Steiner. Okay, that was me doing like a effect for Cyclops.
I think I only played Garnet there because I knew even if I played 2 forwards, it wouldn't really do much because you could just see Monsieur Alcid.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I just went down to 5 cards so I can have a big turn next turn.
Yeah.
Play Zidane, activating all of my category 9s,
Yep.
which gives Garnet Brave. And since I'm going to play something else this turn, activating 2 backups is exactly the same as drawing a card for me.
Yeah. Having a lightning and red mage for me as well was really nice.
Yes.
Having red mage active. Well, active. Online, I guess, is the better way.
Able to be played.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I guess because you see my Zemus.
Yeah.
I'm probably not planning on sacrificing my Alcid for the Go-Go.
Yeah. I think it's pretty safe to play the Go-Go here. Even if it dies, it means you have an empty board, so...
It does mean I can just attack with Alcid and then trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, but if you attack with Alcid, you can potentially take 3 on the swing.
But it opens up another Alcid if I have Alcid in my hand.
Oh, yeah. If I just don't kill the Alcid.
Yeah, but then it's like I didn't need to use Zemus. I mean, I don't have an Alcid, so I do Zemus
and
my
this
Alcid.
is the series of unfortunate events. I remember this sequence,
yes.
Yeah. I choose not to use Brunhilde here because I have a Garnet active, and I don't want that to get Alcided. So right now I'm playing around that.
In retrospect, me Zemusing my Alcid might have given away that I don't have an Alcid.
Maybe.
I think that's an interesting thing to take away.
Yeah. If you didn't Zemus the Alcid, I might have just not blocked it.
And then I think you'd have a really strong case for not Brunhilding Alcid, but the fact I Zemus meant I thought it was valuable.
Yeah. As a forward.
Yeah.
As an attacking.
Like even compared to Go-Go.
Yeah.
What is my hand? Do I have anything to do?
I am not sure. It looks like an Odin. Yes.
Yeah.
That looks bad.
It looks bad, but it's like the best target in your deck to Odin.
Once Go-Go is on board, you have to kind of ignore the 1 cost because it's still a 7k.
Yeah, exactly. That was my logic when I Odin'd it, because I obviously can't Odin Garnet. I don't want to Odin Zidane because then you just get Zidane's enters the field effect again,
which is amazing in my deck.
Yeah, and he's also clogging up your hand if you have another Zidane.
Yeah.
So there's 2 reasons not to kill Zidane. And so then the only other thing is Go-Go.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about what's probably going to come up in the rest of your deck. What am I going to Odin? In the rest of the deck. What's going on there? Oh, is that a Zala?
That was the Zalora.
That's another reason to go to Odin the Go-Go, because it doesn't die to Zala.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And here I played the Black Waltz.
So,
you were responding to my Black Waltz. That was attempting to heal.
Oh, right. So it's saved my Alcid from Black Waltz and also...
killed my entire board.
Yeah. At the cost of no hand now.
However, I managed to repopulate pretty quickly.
This is the best play after Zalora that Water has.
Yeah.
Lena into Knight.
Both of which are vulnerable to Zalora, but you just used one, so
exactly.
This makes this relatively safe.
Yeah.
Now,
I can't see what I drew there.
Well, I assume you're going to attack first. Just
probably
get that Zemus through.
Unless I don't know. Because even if I have something to haste, I don't... How big is a Knight? It's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yes,
That's
7.
basically the size of all my forwards.
Yep.
I don't want to trade with Knight. Knight's another good Odin target once it gets big. Good, quote-unquote.
Good.
Like, one of the best in this matchup. For me to use Odin on.
Knight does die to Zalora, though, so Go-Go is
go as the
Yeah, I think it is still the best Odin
yeah,
target.
funnily enough.
The one cost is the
Yeah.
best Odin target.
And you've got a Stein in your hand as well, which is really nice.
Yeah. I really want. I'm torn on the Steiner here. I remember thinking this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether I want to search the last.
Oh,
backup.
it is
And
another
that
EX.
was the other EX that I didn't use because I didn't want to give you the chance.
And then, that's even worse than Vinodring, because then
Yeah.
I'll definitely have an
definitely
Alcid.
have an Alcid.
Yeah.
So that one I'm definitely not using on the Alcid.
Yeah, it's just 1 damage a turn as well. You're out racing me.
Yeah.
So.
And see, here on the Steiner, I was torn
Mm-hmm.
between searching for the Zidane or searching for the last backup to
Yeah.
have my 5 backup.
What is your last backup? Your 9 backup?
It's Vivi that I don't have.
Oh,
right now.
right, yep. Now, Kunmi goes to the damage zone.
Quite good against water
Yeah.
with all their temporary removals.
Amon. I mean, it doesn't hurt too much because it's like it's just like they were in the bottom of the deck anyway, kind of thing. So it looks like I drew 2 backups there: Time Mage and Black Mage, I think. Oh, the Black Mage I run is the one that costs 4 to break and kills an active 3 drop or less.
3 cost.
I put that in there because with my backup lines, I just needed a lightning backup that could break itself. And out of the options of Cannoneer, Black Mage, and Black Mage, that's the one I like the most because it dealt with Garnet once Minwu was on board.
Yep. And it can also break your own Renoa.
It can, that's another reason. That's right. Because I tried out Cannoneer for a bit, but that didn't always kill Renoa or Garnet.
Yeah.
So this house is actually getting in work.
Yeah, it did 4, 5. Actually, it did all 5 damage, I believe.
Yeah, it did, because the very first time it hit the Black Waltz, which
the
killed
Black
the
Waltz,
Onion Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in hindsight, do you still agree with your decision not to remove Alcid from the board?
I do believe so, yes, because the chances of you drawing into... Actually, the Brynhilde, I'm regretting slightly. Actually, no. Not on that turn, because I had an active Garnet, so I didn't want to risk that. So, no, I think I'm happy with that decision.
Okay.
Except, I think I should have
It looks
maybe
like I'm
returned
using
the Alcid
Zalora here.
Yes, it does.
So, I mean, we were just saying Lena Knight is a great recovery after Zalora, but they're both also weak to Zalora. I mean, it's not great value for me.
And I'm using Mog9 to return my Lena to hand.
I think... I can't remember if I saw that or not when I played the Zalora. And that looks like the Black Mage, maybe? It's hard to see with the glare. But it's a common soldier, and it's not devout.
Yeah.
So,
it looks like Black Mage.
Yeah, it's got the pointy hat.
And as Chris said, Lena is the best recovery after a Zalora. So
bouncing it is excellent. Yes, like how my Zalora didn't do anything, it just killed Mog9.
Yep, pretty much. You played a Hecaton.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in this turn, I was facing a 2-turn lethal, definitely.
Yeah.
So I was wondering. At first, I was trying to consider just Brynhildering your Alcid.
Yeah.
But then you have Red Mage, Gramus, which is a lightning backup, and Zemus in play. So no matter what I kill, you can still have a haste forward that's unblockable.
Yeah.
So I think my plan here was just to go wide and do that the next turn.
Yeah.
So
like this is the thing with Zemus. Like it can in this situation it's really good, right? Because it's like the last few points of damage. You make me discard my Genesis there, which is Genesis would have been so nice to play. But as a consequence of me playing Zemus, my hand size has been very small.
Yeah.
Most of this game.
Okay, I don't go wide here. I'm not sure if I agree with my own decision to do that now. I probably could have played 3 forwards that turn, so...
Yeah. And then that Black Mage can also kill the Zidane if I need to use the Zemus for something CP or something. Yeah,
I could potentially just lose here. If you Black Mage, haste...
But I've only got 2 cards in hand. Right?
That's true.
So it'd have to be like Raigdir...
And haste.
And I don't have the CP anyway.
For the Black Mage.
Yeah, because it does cost 4. So I think you're safe.
Yep. For this turn, at least.
Yeah.
But the inevitability.
Yeah, the inevitability of Zemus. It's coming through.
Yeah. It's very good when you get it early.
Yeah. Which is funny because you kind of don't want to pay 4 for it, like with cards in hand. But you have to if it's in your hand.
This is the 7 damage Alcid, it looks
Yeah,
like, for now at least.
Alcid going all the way.
Now, what are you
What's in my
considering here?
hand?
Looks like an Amon? I'm not sure, though.
Okay. Yeah, in the future, I'll have to keep in mind the angles of the hands.
Yeah.
Tilt them
That's
forward a
pretty
bit
much
more.
vertical there.
Yeah. Whatever they are, they look nice when they move, apparently.
Yep. You're probably considering a potential lethal here, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Just
maybe. And then I might be worried about Leviathan or Brunhilde, like any sort of removal, or like, do I do this? I mean, I'm on 5 damage.
Yeah, so you're not exactly.
So
super
even
safe
if I get
yourself.
through the 6 damage, even though you can't kill me the next turn, you could just get to a point where you just remove my 1 forward I play each turn, and still have your own forwards. It looks like okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is the safest, least resource intensive option that I have.
It preserves your hand cards and lets you get through damage.
So now, because then next turn, it's very scary with a Zemus Red Mage and 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
So it says, I'm demanding that you have answers in your hand.
Yes, and right now I'm going to Brunhilde the Alcid.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, I think.
Trying to prevent the damage, and I have Steiner in hand, so that can... And Lena.
And Lena, really big recovery options. Puts me under a lot of pressure. It makes me feel validated in that I went for the Black Mage option. Because you're only on 5 still.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between being 5 and 6.
Especially with Zemus in play.
Especially with Zemus in play.
You never want to be on 6 against the Zemus. You have to remove every single forward they play.
Yeah.
Or at least the one they Zemus.
Yeah. You've got a Belias in hand as well.
Yeah.
Picked up.
And there we go. There's the recovery. Playing 2 forwards. Super cheaply.
Although you don't have a removal in your hand at the moment, but you are presenting lethal against me.
Yes, and I am currently not under threat of lethal from you.
Yeah, the absolute best thing I could do here would be Alcid, probably, if I got lucky enough to have one.
And
it looks like I do have one.
Yeah.
So I've got
up the top, Alcid Onion Knight.
I think I remember this. I think I drew the Alcid Onion Knight in the same go. Yeah. So that was very fortunate for me.
Which is a good counter recovery.
But now I'm probably considering like discard 2 for them, so then I can Zemus Red Mage.
Yeah.
It looks like that's what I'm doing.
Yep.
So I'm discarding Amon and Devout by the looks of things. At this stage in the game, Devout's like when I'm pushing for game.
Devout's not going to do. It's a bit too slow.
Yeah. Get rid of the Lena because I've got removals for Knight and stuff and stop any Lena S possibilities. Even though it doesn't mean you can play another Lena.
Yeah.
It also it turns on the remaining removal that I have for it.
And there is the Hasty with Zemus. And VV is not quite enough to kill
not quite enough. But that's...
And now I need a blocker and a
not even a blocker, you need... Because of Zemus.
Yeah.
You need 2 removals.
Yes. And this is the Belias. That I believe I just cycled the Belias.
That makes sense, because you got no answer.
Yeah, no answer. I'm currently... have nothing I can do.
You can play Knight and... Because I have a blocker, that's the issue.
Yeah.
I can just block.
I need to keep a blocker up and draw into a removal.
So I think you need to play Knight and then Belias it.
Possibly.
Because you need the haste to make the most of the haste. Yeah. Okay, or Steiner. Or Steiner.
Yeah. I'm just searching for... I believe I'm going to use Zidane to draw. To try draw into a Leviathan or Brunhilde.
Okay.
Because...
But I'm not under pressure to block the Knight at the moment.
Yeah. But if you attack and then Zemus it, I can just kill that one, and then the other one isn't unblockable.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Completely forgot that.
Yeah. But, unfortunately, Zidane was a mistake in hindsight, because I can't actually play the removal I draw.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
I don't actually have 2 cost removal, so I might have just wanted to Belias the Knight my own Knight straight up to try draw.
Or if you could have turned your knight into removal, if you played a knight and Beliased it, and then attacked with that knight, attacked with the other knight, and then you would have had one active backup, one card in hand, and another card.
Yeah.
That might have been like Bernardo or Leviathan. So we follow this through, I think, for the sake of concluding the game, but it looks like it's wrapped up here. Yep.
Yeah. There's GG with the Zemus.
Yep. That's a shame. If you could have only played the Mog 9 as well and then activated it.
If I got the Mog 9 the previous turn or something.
Yeah. All right. So that's game 1. So Acid went all the way. 7 damage. Yeah. Even with the opportunities to remove it, but I think saving your Garnet makes sense. We're off to game number 2. So are you starting or am I starting this one? I forgot how we did it. If it was loser
I
chooses.
think I am starting here.
Okay.
I believe, since I lost the last game.
Looks like we're both mulliganed.
Yes. And there is the classic double Zidane hand off the mulligan.
That's awkward.
Yes.
The cost of playing such a powerful light card.
And I have no good backup to play on turn 1. And all of my cards are odd costed, which is quite awkward.
And they're not even getting you value. That's a Mog 9.
Yeah, that's a Mog 9. Zidane is
I think that makes the most sense out of everything that you've got there.
Yep. And then I have to draw to try and make my hand less bad.
Is that Firion?
Yes, that is Firion.
Okay.
Which is a good follow-up if I could pay for him.
Yep.
Which I currently cannot. Well, I can, but I need a follow-up for the Firion as well.
Okay, so...
And here you are, developing backups.
Yep. Zidane does represent an amount of pressure, though.
Yeah.
I can't just take my time forever.
And he doesn't cost me too much.
Although
I did pay 4 for him, but still drew me a card, so it's not too much.
I can read into your hand the fact you have no backups in play, that your hand is pretty bad.
Yes.
There's Zemus again.
Zemus for round 2. On turn 1 again.
Yeah. I discarded Genesis and... What's that other card?
Well, that's Onion Knight and something else. Oh, Rigdia, I think. Okay. In the break zone, so you discarded most of your... there's a Jill
I
off
think
the top.
my only 2 other lightning cards other than Black Mage were Onion Knight and Rigdia.
Yeah.
And then, it would have been a hard decision to make... I think that's a Gramis and Vein, right?
It looks like it, yes.
That was already in my hand before I drew.
Which makes sense, because you can just search an Elcid.
Yeah, which then I want the Onion Knight or Rigdia.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, so maybe I should have just discarded Genesis and Vein. Oh no, the reason I didn't is because I want to still have an ice card in my hand because none of my backups make ice CP.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was thinking in terms of, I couldn't have played this Genesis.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is representing quite a lot of pressure because I have no way to deal with it currently. And you have Zemus, which is which is the combo that you...
Well, Zemus incidentally combos with a nice Genesis and Kuja. Yeah. It was just because of the rose. That's what pushed me to put it in.
Yep, and here we go.
You do have a really nice answer to this.
Yeah.
Drawing that VV was really good for you.
Yep, that's exactly what I want to do.
That is so hard to come back from.
Especially... and it's quite easy to do as well.
Yeah, like losing a valuable forward like Genesis, I invested 4 into it, didn't draw me a card, got no value, didn't make you discard or anything.
And I got to develop on top of that.
Yeah. And so I think you've come back from a bad situation into a really good one now, because I still have no ice backups. The cost of Zemus, again, being a dark character. And
here I'm attacking with Zidane, I'm trying to get him killed as fast as possible.
I don't want to block with Amon because Amon's can block without blocking later on, without risking him.
And especially since my deck plays a lot of burn. So
it could have been Belias as well.
Yeah, Belias, or just follow-up burn after that.
Belias would be completely devastating.
Yeah, because then I wouldn't lose the game.
And it's like a free Belias sort of drawing a card. But I get my ice backup. So now I'm not feeling the pressure to play backups anymore. I have more luxury of choice of... So it looks like we're in your attack phase.
Yeah.
And I dulled your Zidane because I don't want your Zidane to die.
That's fair enough.
Basically.
This is pretty much a Zidane deck.
Yeah. I know that it is a Zidane deck. You use all 3 modes of Zidane. I mean, granted, activating all your 9 characters isn't that great right now.
Yeah, seeing as I have only 1 VV.
Yeah.
And here, I'm just
This
returning
is
the
also
Amon
brutal.
Amon.
There's like two turns of brutal tempo against me. Killing my Genesis and undoing my Amon.
However, this Yuna does come with drawbacks because I can't get rid of the Lena, so not the Lena, the Yuna, so I can't activate all 5 of my backups with Zidane. So,
No, you have to settle for just really good value.
I can't get insane value.
Yeah.
4 is a very awkward number to activate though, because generally I want to play a 5-cost thing on that turn, so it definitely does impact that a lot.
So it looks like I discarded Amon for another Amon.
Which
Amon is not the best thing this deck could do in this situation.
Yeah.
I don't think. But you know, I just got to play something.
And my guys were dull, so you couldn't use El Cid.
Yeah.
Amon just sets you up for the future, I guess.
Yeah. So now I'm on 6, and I've frozen both you guys. That's nice for me.
Yeah.
Gives me a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah,
at
the
least.
Jill EX is pretty devastating.
It's not devastating. It's just like it gives me some breathing room.
Yeah.
Because you've taken no damage.
I have.
This is in Final Fantasy. I've noticed it's really hard to come back from.
A damage deficit.
There's huge damage deficit no matter the matchup.
Yeah. Especially once you're on 6, because everything you do, you have to be so
block.
careful.
Yeah. Like you have to play around every removal, every so it's because of that it's so hard to actually attack with anything.
And every forward of
the
theirs just becomes removal once you're on 6.
Yep. Because my stuff just has to block. So I guess House is not going to do much, but it's
you might just be cycling him for CP, or I'm not sure.
I might be. What do I have there? Is that Red Mage in my hand? I think so.
You need to play at least another forward to survive. You can dull an attacker with Amon.
No, your eyes are frozen.
Oh, right, true.
So I'm fine this turn. This breathing room is really helpful.
And even if I Belias to haste the guy, you can aim on it. So you're under almost no threat this turn.
And it's his reminder about the Shiva.
The Jill.
Sorry, the Jill,
I could potentially Belias 2 things into play here. Actually,
you could.
I do have 2 Belias.
When you're under this much pressure, though, it's like you can't play around absolutely every possible combination of things. You just do the best aggregate at like the average bad scenario.
And the double Belias would get heavily punished by an Odin.
Yes, it would. But I don't see at this point any way I can develop an offense to close out the game. And I will die to decking out anyway, probably because of 6 damage taken.
Seems like it.
The best thing I can hope for is you play a forward that I can Alcid. And so then I still develop 2 guys and remove a forward. But of course you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Because you also recognize that's the best thing that could happen from my side.
Here, I don't really have any good players here. Zidane especially is unplayable. So I discard for Summoner just to avoid discarding cards from my hand at the end of my turn.
That's the same cost, really, as if you do your things.
And there is the Renoa, which...
Renoa's nice, but I know you have Leviathan. I don't know if you have it in hand, but I know that your deck runs it. But she could potentially give me some more breathing room here.
But I've drawn Faris, which is a very good sealer because it's a forward and it searches Sildra, which just devastates an opponent's board.
And here's Kunmi showing the weakness of Kunmi, and why it took me so long to warm up to her, is you can still just pay the 3 if it's going to win you the game, right? So it looks like
you don't activate Amon first. You might be considering blocking and then dulling something.
Yes, because if I dull something first, then you attack with Zidane. Renoa is a potential thing I want to block with, right? And this way, this is like Renoa blocked and died.
It's Amon, so you have Renoa.
But I still have Renoa as a I'm expecting you to play more forwards, but the threat of Sildra might have justified Amon staying alive more. But I got to trade with Firion this way,
which is good.
But if I dull my Amon to dull your Firion, so then I can block with Renoa, you can just remove my Renoa before I get a chance to block. And then I have to block with Kunmi,
which
and then that's terrible for me.
And then
my Amon would still be on board, but so would your Furion.
yeah. And here I discard for Black Waltz to attempt to kill, I believe, Kunmi. And I did this because if I know pretty much the only summon that you can respond with, it will remove my Zidane. So
yeah.
I either lose Zidane.
That's good thinking.
I either lose Zidane or you lose Kunmi.
Yeah. Looks like out for remove Kunmi. I don't even know if I have the option to Odin in my hand.
I believe there is an Odin there, but again, you don't really want to use that on Zidane.
No. And it's like when you're in this sort of situation with very little wiggle room, you have to just realize you can't play around everything.
Yeah.
And so this play is weak to Leviathan or Sildra or something like that, because you still have a forward in play. But if I kill that Zidane, I know that you could, like, you either have Steiner or Zidane in hand, you could then activate your foes and you could end up with suddenly like 5 forwards. And then I'm in a much worse position than just losing to Leviathan or Sildra.
Yeah.
I will just lose. I guess Renoa can stop if you don't have removal, but you could remove her my turn, for example, if you played a bunch of forwards. I don't know.
And here I just go to 5 backups, so I can play, I believe, Ferris for just no cards from hand. And that also sets up a Sildra, which is not as resource intensive. Yeah,
it's completely lethal as well. I don't know, like, how I could ever come back from this situation. Like, even if we imagine you have no cards in hand or anything, and you're just drawing 2 a turn.
Yeah,
like, I think, how do I mount an offense?
I think your only real out would be to, like, Odin your own Renoa in response to, like, a Leviathan.
And then Zalora.
Yeah. And then hopefully draw into another Zalora. And then maybe you could stabilize from there.
Because my deck likes to utilize its life as a resource. This all comes back down to the 2 brutal tempo turns.
Yeah. With the Furion and the Yuna.
Yeah. Like, removing 2 4-drops. It's really hard to come back from my deck. Which makes it weak to fire. And
also, because you didn't get a Devout early, you couldn't cash in on the 4 drops.
No Devout early is a really... Guys, with Devout, you can... Devout's so good, especially like Red Mage and things. I feel like we also saw the weakness of Zemus here. Like, it didn't do anything, and it was a massive drawback.
Yeah, and it just cost you resources.
Yeah, it's just worse than an Invoker.
Yeah, and my Zidane just forced you to block with Renoa because you were on 6.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is like the checkmate situation. It's very hard to come back.
I went for the Devout here because I know I'm dead to any removal, Leviathan or Sildra or Benilda in my turn.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have to try and make some sort of play that advances my game plan. I can't just keep not losing every turn.
Yeah.
And Devout opens up way more options now. So I just accepted the loss of my Renoa on board.
And now your break zone is your hand.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see if I can do anything with this. I don't have a red mage, do I?
No, I
Is that a red mage?
So. I think that's a Jill on the right.
Okay.
On the top of the screen. Oh, no.
Oh, it's a time mage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a lot of cards from hand, though. And this is Kunmi, which...
she helps.
But doesn't exactly protect against.
Yeah, if you've got the Sildra,
cards,
then...
Especially since I'm on 5 backups and 4 cards.
Yeah. What's in my hand? It's hard to see.
That's a red mage there, I think, at the front, which is probably what you're going to discard.
When you're playing, it's really interesting because with my hand, even though it's still far back, to me it felt like it was very far forward. Like I might have been showing you, showing my hand to you.
Meanwhile, I'm on the left with a perfect
angle. Yes. So we've got
completely.
What's that? Red Mage Alcid.
That looks like an Odin on the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely an Odin.
You have Alcid Onion Knight available, I believe.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely want to do that. The question is, do I want to discard cards for it or use my Devout this turn?
Yeah,
because I have to consider Sildra.
You could potentially Black Mage my Knight and then Alcid Onion Knight with Devout. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No. Yeah.
That's true. I have an Alcid in my break, don't I?
Even if you didn't, you could just discard it for the...
There's also Vayne, which gets rid of Lena
Yeah.
and doesn't let you play another Lena.
It's good. Yeah, a lot of options, especially with Devout. I find Ice players' turns take like 5 times longer once they have a Devout.
I feel like, so it looks like I'm playing an Alcid.
Targeting
and
the
then
knight.
I might bring back Vayne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
looks like
I was
Vayne.
just about to say before seeing this again, I think that's what I do.
Yeah.
Because it
Locks
kills
up.
Lena in the bed. Oh, okay. I
Oh,
go for
Genesis,
Genesis.
yeah.
It looks like I'm going for Genesis because of this idea of still going for
Playing
trying
to
to
win, not to lose.
Yeah.
Not to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm operating under the assumption, I think, that you have removal by now.
Yeah.
So, like...
Which is a fair assumption.
Yeah, and so removal on Vayne is the same as removal on Genesis. And you're going to use it on Genesis out of everything.
And here, I believe I take one of my classic large turns, except it's a lot worse than ideal because I have Yuna and Summoner on board, which are both not 9 backups, category 9 backups, so I can only activate 3 backups, which is still better than drawing a card. Actually, I just break my Summoner for no value here, just to get that last 9 backup in play, but when I did this, I forgot that Yuna wasn't a 9 backup.
Right.
Oh, no, I just play a Steiner. Oh, I play Steiner to search for the last 9 backup.
Oh, okay.
Which was Mog9.
Which is also representing
another removal.
I mean, my board has recovered quite nicely.
Yeah.
Before. Like that, what we were saying before, the ideal thing I could do is Alcid something. There we go. I managed to do it.
Yeah. I decided not to play the Mog, apparently. Probably because I want to keep the other cards in hand.
Okay. I mean, Mog9 only kills one thing.
Yeah.
Kills.
It kills.
One thing.
So the best target for that would probably be Kunmi, so I could then use summons on the rest of your guys.
Yep. And like I can't kill Gogo to its own effect here.
Yeah, you would lose the game if you did.
Yeah. I really like that I brought back Genesis over Vayne because I can start clawing my way back resource-wise because I have this Seamus.
Yeah.
It does mean I have to find some way to deal with Lena now. So...
Whereas Vayne would have just dealt with that permanently.
Yeah.
Yes. And I did keep that Steiner because I saw the Genesis Seamus play, so I wanted a card that I could discard because I wanted to keep all those.
Yeah.
Zidane, Garnet, Faris, and Mog9, which are all cards I definitely want to keep.
And I've got Time Mage with Alcid in play as well, but no other Ice backup.
Yeah, which makes it very awkward because
Yeah.
it costs more and it costs 2 Ice cards in hand, which is...
Oh, I want to go back to the Devout. When the turn I play Devout is my least favorite way to play Devout, is to play Devout then use it the next turn. Using it just for the card selection aspect of it rather than the massive tempo, because that was really expensive to get something back.
It's just the slow forward.
Yeah. Okay, so this sets up a possible Ice Mage, Time Mage.
Ice Mage.
Ice Mage. Time Mage turn.
Yeah, and you have quite good Time Mage targets.
Unfortunately,
Alcid, if not,
like, all my
Genesis.
forwards are smaller than yours. So I just have to lose them all here.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have any tricks or anything, I'm losing all my forwards.
Which is the downside of having small Ice forwards.
Yeah.
Or Lightning forwards in this case as well.
And the downside of choosing Genesis over Vayne.
Yeah.
But the loss of my forward is kind of made up for the loss of your card in hand.
That's true.
But the board presence is probably more important. But the cards in your hand, like attacking them, starts to attack your removals.
That's true.
Either way, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Like if I have Vayne or Genesis. Maybe,
Genesis is definitely more proactive.
Definitely. But I feel like maybe... Now I'm thinking about it, Vayne might have been a better option.
Yeah. Because you could block with Vayne.
I could have Zemus like an onion.
Oh, and here I get to use Gogo's special here to
Oh,
move your blocker.
wow.
And then I believe push for damage.
That's it then.
This is also a huge downside of having small forwards
Yeah.
against a deck without Minwoo, actually.
I still survive. I have Zalo.
Oh, yes. Zalo. Wow.
Wow.
So that was good.
now the fact that it's Genesis instead of Vayne is really good.
Yeah.
For me.
because you get to make me discard again.
Yeah.
So my play would be to hold on to cards that I don't want.
Yeah.
To discard with 4 Genesis.
If I draw an ice card, I can time Mage Genesis as a last-ditch effort to keep Go-Go dulled.
Yeah.
Oh no, it would kill Go-Go.
It would just kill Go-Go, yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone watching doesn't know, if you time Mage Genesis, it removes him from play, and while he's removed from play, Go-Go sees no forwards on board and dies. And then Genesis comes back.
I don't actually know when he dies. Does he
Oh,
die
yeah.
mid-res, or does he wait for the Genesis to come back and then die?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, the creator of the
Yeah.
game has confirmed that Go-Go dies if you time Mage if your opponent time Mages their only forward on
Yeah.
the board.
And here is the Zidane play. Activating my 9 character.
That Zeller was so clutch.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
If you just refill with...
if I refill my board as
Yeah.
my deck wants to do.
Yeah, and that's like a really nice...
And here I get the Varus just to stop the shenanigans.
Yeah, once Soldier's there,
There's
that's it.
very few things you can do facing down a Sildra.
Yeah, there's... Like, actually, if I had another... I don't have another Kumi in my deck, but if I did have another Kumi, could I stop Soldier this time? Would you have enough resources? Because it costs 6.
6 and another
and then
3.
3, so it costs 9.
Yes.
Except it costs 6 and then 3
Yeah,
as well.
which
It's not
is
even...
which is different.
Yeah.
Well, that's better for me actually because it's the same for me. Because I can 4 backups and a card.
You
for
can
Sildra.
you can
Yeah.
afford it. Yeah, I've just done the maths. Yeah, the Genesis is not attacking, so it would have
Yeah.
been better as Vayne. Yeah.
Although I would have just attacked with Varus first, either way. So. Yeah, because I would have played Varus after Vayne, so Varus would be active.
Yeah. If I had a removal for Zidane and that was a Vayne, I could time Mage my Vayne.
Oh.
It would kill Go-Go.
I remember this moment.
Dull.
This moment, you see me.
Yeah.
I've made this mistake so many times. Just getting my own Go-Go killed. Fortunately, it doesn't end up mattering here, but.
So it looks like I'm using Black Mage
Yeah.
before combat, and then I
Just trying
still
to survive.
die.
Yeah. That Go-Go play, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it didn't end up mattering.
The Vayne would probably been better to brought back than Genesis there.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was like, oh, should I go on Genesis Vayne? I'm really happy about my Genesis. I should have brought my Vayne. Because it wasn't weak to Go-Go or Benora
Yeah.
on their own. And I could have... no, if I time maged him in my own turn, yeah.
It would have dulled my...
It would have still dulled Varus, killed
Varus,
Go-Go.
yeah.
And then I could use Black Mage on Zidane. So
Yeah. Except if you
Vayne
time
would be
maged
better.
it, it would be dull, so it couldn't block.
It would be dull, but it doesn't need to block.
Oh,
Because
that's
Go-Go's dead, Varus is dulled, and I kill Zidane with
Black Mage.
Black
Yeah,
Mage.
yeah.
So, okay. That's a lesson for me to learn. Like, I was trying to get as greedy as I could with the Genesis, but yeah, when I'm that far behind...
Vayne might be
It's funny because Vayne's the obvious best thing to do, but I like to
Yeah.
push the greed, see how far through I can get. Okay,
Well,
so it looks
this
like
is
I
the
don't
power
have...
of hindsight.
Yes.
And this is the game where I have a terrible opening hand. That's 3 Leviathans. You see there.
Yep.
And no backup.
Happily for me, I don't have Zemus. I don't have to deal with that. We've seen a game where Zemus was amazing, and a game where Zemus was really bad.
Yeah.
And now we don't get to see Zemus. Yeah, so
My deck actually has quite a lot of ways of dealing with lots of summons in hand that you don't want to discard. I run 3 Artemission and Steiners to search for Artemission. Unfortunately, I have none of those right now.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I draw a backup,
yeah,
but not really one I want to play immediately.
Opening the same as last game.
Zidane turn 1.
Yeah. So I just got a Jill for Time Mage, obviously, because I'd waste Jill's ETB.
Yeah.
That enters the field effect.
And here we go. There's the Grimace.
This is a really nice curve for me.
Yeah.
Backup-wise.
And then, because next turn you get to just discard 1, play Alcid.
Yep.
Not unless I play no forwards, though. Which
Yeah.
is probably going to happen, looking at my hand.
Yeah,
Or
I mean, like-
I may just play Rosso.
I think I'm thinking here I'm probably not going to get to Alcid. Because like you're going to want to prioritize backups.
Yeah.
I'll assume a hand that you mulliganed that has no backups, you're going to draw into backups pretty soon.
Yeah.
But still Alcid is the best thing to get. off of Grimace there. So what do I have? I have Alcid. I have, is that a Zalora? I think I saw a Zalora in my hand.
Possibly.
Oh, that's the other target I could have found with Grimace.
Vein. How many
I have a
copies of
Jill in
Vein
my
are you
hand.
running?
I run 2 Veins.
2 Veins, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. And I'm pretty much forced to develop this BB here. He's my only backup, even though he gets no value. Especially since all of my cards are odd-costed.
If you'd done that last turn, would you have been able to play something else this turn?
I don't think so.
Okay. What's that card in your hand second from the right?
Second from the right. That is Rosso.
Okay. So you would have been able to play Rosso this turn if you'd played VV last turn.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
So I'm discarding my Genesis. I have no problem discarding. Oh, it's 4 Devout anyway. I was just
Devout.
about to say, I have no problem discarding these high impact cards because I know I have a Devout that can find them later. And then here I actually get value with Jill.
Yep, and here you have a massive backup line.
Yeah, really good economy. The only thing that's missing really is Red Mage.
Yep.
That would just make my backup line.
Perfect,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yep. Then I'm really well set up for the rest of the game.
Yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side of the aisle,
Yep.
I believe my play is just to play the Mog9 here.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep, just to try and come back, resource-wise.
I'm really happy to see the VV from my side as well, because those devastating tempo plays, VV is a big part of that. Now you can still Black Alt in Firion,
Yeah.
but it's worse than VV Firion.
Yeah, pretty much. It just costs 1 more.
It's also, but it also means like the likelihood that you have
Yeah.
2 pieces that work together to destroy me is lower.
Here I go with the Rosso, because I'm believing in my ability to draw at least some Searcher. I run quite a lot of those, seeing as how it's a Final Fantasy IX deck.
Yeah. So it's just an Amon.
And passing the turn.
Dull just as a matter of appearance's sake, really. It doesn't really matter.
More summons.
That's a backup though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a 5 backup though.
And I'm just attacking.
Threatening with something like Brunilda.
Yeah. And same with Zidane, just getting the damage through.
Yeah, again, I valued that my life less than my Amon.
Yeah.
And Belias is like the fact you've kept so much in your hand tells me you probably have summons, right? Yep. And of the summons, Belias could be in there. It's not in there, is it?
No, it's not.
But
it's mostly the Leviathans from my opening hand.
As unknown information, that's there's a Belias in your break zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, a hand where you've done nothing for so long could be multiple Belias.
Yeah.
It's multiple Leviathans, but it could have been multiple Beliases.
Yeah, I discard the Pharos because I've already drawn a Sildra, and by the time I will get around to playing a potential Pharos, I might have drawn the second Sildra. So Pharos is probably going to just be a 5-cost 8k, which is not good enough, really.
Yeah.
So that's the card.
I'm in a really nice state with lots of cards in my hand, lots of backups in play.
Yeah.
And so I'm not forced to devout. And I really don't want to devout because that would be as I was saying last time, the worst use of devout is using it straight away.
And here Kunmi destroys my entire hand.
Yep.
Yep.
Kunmi.
Here we go. I draw my Black Walters now.
Even though devout can't be used in your turn, it's just a force of habit of leaving.
Yeah.
That it is something that you can use as the last backup open. I guess I could have opened Jill as a representation of I'll discard a card and draw for each thing. Ultimately, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one I leave open here?
I'm targeting your Kunmi with Black Warts.
Oh, so I have a chance to save her by discarding. So I do.
Odin.
And
Odin, my Rosso?
Rosso is actually better than Gogo as an Odin target.
Yes. In this thing. Yeah.
In this deck. Yeah.
Firian's also good.
Oh yeah, you play Firion. Yeah, okay.
I forgot this wasn't my mono.
Yeah, me too. I forgot all these fire cards.
Yeah. Because we didn't see them in the previous games.
Yeah. And then I get to use Amon to duel Zidane, preserve my life total and my Amon.
Kunmi still broke because I broke the Summoner.
Yep.
Just to deal that 1 extra K.
But I'm fine with you breaking your Summoner.
I also get the 1k extra on the Brunhilde.
Yeah, so you might as well use it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm still happy with that because I can devout back an Amon if
yeah.
Amon's more valuable than my other things.
And also Brynhilde.
It looks like there's a Squall in there. We haven't seen Laguna Squall in this series
yeah.
yet, but I do run Laguna Squall. So if I just draw a Laguna, I can freeze your Zidane and make you discard your precious cards in hand now.
My precious cards, yes. Not that many.
Yeah, I mean, they're only Leviathans, but just as CP, they're precious.
They're 2 Leviathans. I have not seen an Artemission or a Steiner yet, which is quite unfortunate.
At least they're water cards, so you
Yes,
can
at least
play
they're water.
either fire or water cards that you draw, but still, it's definitely not the best for you. So I've got a Kuja. I saw a Kuja, and I've just seen you use a lot of burn.
Yeah.
So Kuja's in it's one of the safest places it could be right now.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, I'm getting back Kumi just in case.
Yeah.
Then Kuja.
I remember thinking, oh shit, I'm screwed as soon as you devoured the Kunmi.
Yeah.
Because I knew the Kuja was coming.
Yeah. That's this is one of my favorite turn 2 plays. Is after I've developed 2 backups, playing Kuja Kumi. They help each other so nicely. I mean, I take a damage, but now so long as Kuja lives, the Dane's not activating.
Yeah, ever.
Yeah.
And here I finally draw into a Steiner, but I have to discard the cards I've been keeping, a Leviathan. Oh, that's also a mistake. I'm not supposed to run this many Leviathans in this deck. It's just that just before this, I had to just quickly put the deck together again and ended up making a couple of mistakes on the summons.
Right. So I guess it's like you have 1 extra Leviathan, I have an extra Zemus. Even the Zemus carried me in our first game.
Yep. And here it is, playing Steiner.
You're finally getting your economy sorted.
Yep. Except it's a bit late for Artemission, especially since I have to discard my last card in hand to play it.
Yeah.
So I believe I just got Ico here. Discard my last Leviathan, which is actually quite huge because you don't have to play around it anymore.
There's still Sildra.
Sildra, which you've seen one of now. So eventually I'll get to the point where I have no more summons I can play that actually impact anything. I forgot what I get here with Ico. I don't believe I have many good targets.
Kami was very impactful with such a small amount of resources at your disposal as well. That's when she basically says you're immune to summons.
Yeah. Because at
it's
this
like
point...
the complete opposite of the Kunmi from the last game. There's just so many really good / really bad cards in my deck. The Zemus and the Kunmi.
But this is good for showing the whole range of what's possible.
Yeah.
A terrible Kunmi, a good Kunmi. Terrible Zemus, a good Zemus.
Yeah. Like I said, I prefer the Emperor in my Dark Online
there's
slot.
a bit of Camera there.
Hopefully
that gets cut out.
we can just say it's an earthquake.
Oh yeah. New Zealand gets quite a lot of those.
Yeah. I made a deck when there's an earthquake once.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was it an Earth deck?
No, it was a Magic the Gathering.
Oh, okay. Here it is. The Alcid.
Yeah,
that was off the top, right? Alcid on your night together, I think.
Maybe. I riffle shuffle, by the way. And I riffle shuffle multiple times. So it's like I'm not stacking the deck or anything to have Alcid. Why would I in a friendly game anyway?
Artemissions, just to smite me, go to the damage zone.
This is. It's a bit of a shame because this game wasn't really a game.
Well, I managed to survive with a pretty bad opening hand.
Yeah.
But just one Steiner would have changed quite a lot of the early turns, I think.
It would have completely, because then you'd have backups which would then snowballed into nicer things.
Here I played Garnet.
She at least represents. I have to think now. Oh no, I don't. I can dull her.
Yeah.
And then you've got no blockers anyway.
Yeah.
But that's 6. Put you to 6 damage if these all get through.
They all get through.
But then, as we were saying in the last game, that's like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm dulling and freezing Garnet.
Looks like you're just dulling Garnet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You probably don't care. Because you can just Black Mage when it activates the next turn.
Yeah, I want some
CP.
I want CP by the looks of things.
Zalora,
okay.
of course.
That's why I didn't freeze.
And this is pretty much GG.
Yeah.
Unless I can Zalora you.
Yeah.
Which I can't, obviously.
Well, I guess we're just going through the motions.
There we
here.
go.
You can kill us. Yes, there's a consideration here because you know it's not lethal.
Yeah.
So you can kill Kuja, or because Kunmi's effect isn't going to affect the EX.
Because the EX resolves first.
Yeah. Her effect still goes on the stack, which is hilarious.
I
think that's correct. I think that's correct because, like,
it saves my blockers.
Yeah, you're still not dead this turn.
If I top deck perfectly, I can play 4 characters next turn. But obviously, that's a very, very small chance.
Yeah.
But
so what have you got here? You can Steiner Zidane.
And
there's no 2-drop fire 9 character that's a forward.
No, there is not.
Oh, there's VV, but there's VVs
there's
in play.
VVs in play.
So, and you don't run that VV.
Yeah. If I drew like a knight, I could potentially play that. I've played that.
Yeah, I like this VV backup. It's very well balanced because it's called VV.
Yeah. all the VVs you want to play.
Yeah. But I mean, this thing is still big. Like your Steiner Zidane still blocks my whole board.
Yeah.
So unless I have something else, I can Black Mage Zidane.
Yep. And Steiner
blocks 2. Oh no, Kunmi will kill on the first strike anyway.
Yeah.
So Steiner, he still blocks 2, but then he dies without and only kills 1.
So here I play 3, which is.
You have a Garnet.
Okay. Yeah, Garnet. Because I activated my backups with Zidane and used those to pay for Garnet. And in this case, it's better than drawing a card.
It's better, yeah. More CP. Okay.
So I'm not dead yet.
No. You're definitely not dead yet. You're actually putting up. Like
Wide
I'm on
resistance.
4.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
So we've got a real game again.
Yeah.
From like, this is over.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I could lethal you potentially.
This is all thanks to Zidane activating all your 9 characters.
Yeah.
In one of his least used modes. So I've got Ragdia, so I can Time Mage my Alcid.
Yeah.
And I've got Genesis. So I could Genesis. All your guys are 7k.
Yeah.
So I could Genesis a guy, party attack. No, that doesn't.
Alcid Rigby would remove 2 blockers.
I'd have to discard Genesis for that. And then.
Yeah. I think that is the play. No, you're just playing Genesis.
The looks of things.
Okay.
Okay.
Alcid Rigby would remove 2 blockers.
And then I win.
Yeah. And then
so
you win.
I miss lethal there. Yeah. Okay. So that was a miss lethal. For sure.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter because again, being on 6, I'm forced to block.
Yeah.
And then your 6k just trades up.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have had 3 attackers because Alcid would have been dull.
Oh, that's true.
That's right. Okay. Haha. I'm justified.
Yeah. Although, if you partied attacked with Alcid and Onion Knight, in this situation.
But I have to rely
on... you have to rely on me.
Yeah.
My play.
Yeah. And Genesis wouldn't have dulled something first as well.
Well, you would have discarded Genesis for the time mage.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had Genesis in play.
If I killed Onion Knight like I did here, that would have been lethal, but I don't have perfect faith in me. I probably would have killed Onion Knight again. And here I'm playing Cagnezel just to try block, but you can Black Mage 1 and Time Mage Genesis for the other, so you get guaranteed lethal.
Yeah, that's... If I missed this lethal, I don't deserve.
This
I don't know what I don't deserve. I'm not very good. If I miss this lethal.
This one's quite a bit more obvious.
Yeah, I think the reason I take a while here is because there's multiple avenues to lethal, and so it's about considering the one that's least vulnerable to your outs. But you only have one card in hand,
which means I have no outs.
There are no outs, so it's a pretty obvious.
The brute force approach.
Yeah, it's GG.
GG.
Okay, so those games we had, they're interesting. Like the last one, even though you had a horrible opener,
still managed to put up a fight.
Yeah, near the end, you're definitely putting up a massive fight, and it just goes to show the weakness of having so many small, expensive forwards.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the first episode of the MogPod Showdown. I was Chris playing the Ice Lightning once
And
again.
I was Kevin with the Water Fire.
Category 9.
Category
Water
9.
Fire. So, we hope to see you guys for our next one. Have a good day.